And now 2016, a year to remember. This was a bizarre yet certainly historic year in politics.
And Florida was often the center of all the attention. CBS 4's Jim DeFede takes a look back at a year like no other.
I love Florida. I love the people of Florida, and my employees are the greatest people on earth, and you probably see that, but they're the greatest people there are. So I think we're going to do really well in Florida. I have a big stake in Florida.
Donald Trump was right. He did do well in Florida, winning the state and the presidency. Along the way, Trump knocked off two of the state's political giants. Jeb Bush, the legendary candidate, buried his dream of the presidency in a shallow grave in South Carolina in February after losing the first three primary contests.
The people of Iowa and New Hampshire and South Carolina have spoken, and I really respect their decision. So tonight, I am suspending my campaign. Yeah.
Marco Rubio, the man once hailed as the savior of the Republican Party, held on till Florida, where Trump crushed him by winning 66 of Florida's 67 counties.
While it is not God's plan that I be president in 2016 or maybe ever, and while today my campaign is suspended, the fact that I've even come this far is evidence of how special America truly is.
Rubio recovered from the embarrassing loss in March by running for re-election to his Senate seat, something he had promised he would not do. But voters didn't mind, and Rubio went on to easily beat his Democratic opponent, the young and inexperienced congressman from West Palm Beach, Patrick Murphy.
Let me first start by saying this is a lot better than the last time I did one of these in Miami.
South Florida Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz had a tough year. She was forced out of her post as chair of the Democratic National Committee after embarrassing internal emails were released as part of the Russian hacking scandal.
At the end of the day, these were stolen emails.
And it became an issue in her fight for re-election against Nova Law School professor Tim Canova.
I absolutely condemn and condemned that email exchange.
In Miami-Dade County, the mayor's race between incumbent Carlos Jimenez and school board member Raquel Regalado held center stage, and it was evident how much the two candidates did not like each other during their debate on my Sunday show, Facing South Florida.
You are the queen of making it up, okay?
Yes, well, you're the king of denial and rewriting your own history.
And then things got truly strange between Jimenez and Regalado, who is the daughter of Miami Mayor Tomas Regalado.
My father and I are two different people, and I know that Carlos Jimenez has tried to make us one person because he has daddy issues, but I don't have daddy issues. I have actually sued my father.
I don't want to get Freudian here, but daddy issues?
I haven't finished the idea of what she's talking about with daddy issues with me. I don't have daddy issues with me, all right?
In Broward, voters shot down a proposal to raise their sales tax by a penny for infrastructure and transportation improvements, while the Florida Keys said no to genetically modified mosquitoes. Freshman Republican Congressman Carlos Curvelo, who coming into the year was viewed as one of the most vulnerable House members in the country, won re-election easily.
It's a validation of the work that we've been doing in Congress for the last 2 years, trying to bring Republicans and Democrats to the table on issues like transportation, education, the environment.
And medical marijuana passed this year, garnering 71% of the vote. For Tampa attorney John Morgan, who bankrolled the initiative, it was a personal victory. He had started the campaign after seeing how medical marijuana helped his brother, a quadriplegic.
When it's personal to you and when you get to see it, and when you do want to do something to honor him and his suffering and his pain, yeah, it was good. It was big.
There is little doubt 2016 was an historic year in politics. And whether the various elections turned out the way you wanted them to or not, it's worth remembering the words of Winston Churchill, who once said, "Democracy is the worst form of government, except for every other." I'm Jim DeFede, CBS 4 News.